This week has been so weird. I am starting this vlog on Thursday. I know, it's a departure. Hello my friends, if you're new around here, my name is Olivia and this channel is where I share my journey in seeking a cozy life. If you've been around here for a bit, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. And we are in week 5, I guess, of my 90-day sprint to get things done before 2026. And honestly, I have been rethinking the sprint a little bit again. And I wanted to chat about it a little bit, as well as updating you guys on why I haven't vlogged this week until now. So basically Monday and Tuesday were full of my partner's dad hammering away at the floor upstairs to fix the creaking and everything in the subfloor. So I basically just sat in my room with the air filters on high with headphones on, trying to drown out the noise and fighting a lot of sinus stuff, because every time you hammer basically anywhere in the ceiling down here, the whole drop ceiling shakes. So even though he wasn't working in my rooms, I had dust in my space. Oh my god, I'm still sniffling a lot. I'm still having to wear a mask when I step out of my room just because there's just so much. I felt like crap and the loud noise was triggering my hyperacusis, and I was just like, I need to take it easy. So I did, and as I did that, I gave myself permission to rest. I realized that there was more to the things that I need to work through right now than just what I talked about last week with the fear of being seen. In therapy on Tuesday, she was encouraging me to continue digging, and so I did. I kind of let everything settle Tuesday night and just kind of absorbed what we talked about. But then on Wednesday morning, so yesterday, I felt like it was time to start digging. So I did. I did a chakra alignment meditation and really leaned in, ended up doing some parts work, and discovered a fear of being heard. And the experience that I had was a very spiritual experience in the parts work, and it was crazy in a good way. And let's just say, just to kind of keep it a TLDR version, basically I had to recognize, honor, and release the fear of being heard and the rage and grief of generations that had not been felt by previous generations, had not been dealt with by previous generations, of not being heard. Along with my own, because, as a child, there were times when I would express my needs and I was called melodramatic. I was gaslit. Oh, you're so melodramatic, you're so this, you're so that. Or I was ignored. So being heard was not safe. And I feel like it is more deeply rooted than the fear of being seen. So I'm going to be tapping through it and meditating on it again today. And really letting this resolve. So yeah, that was, I was wiped out for the rest of the day after I did all that. It was a lot. So yeah, I am going to settle in a minute with my binaural beats. That's why I have my AirPods in. I was like, oh wait, I need to record. Can't forget today. So here we are. I'm going to do settle in with my binaural beats and do a chakra alignment meditation and just see what comes up. And then, tap through the fear of being heard and journal things out as needed. Sorry if you can hear Desi. She's sitting on my chair grooming her toes while I try to talk to you guys. So anyway, that is my plan. It's just been another really weird, off-kilter kind of week, and I'm not really sure what to think about it. I'm trying not to feel anxious like I really should be doing stuff, but I know that this work is crucial. It is what is going to enable me to step into this next chapter and actually receive the fruit of the hard, deep work that I have been doing all this time. I think that's been where the disconnect is. I really do. Like, I have been doing all of this and just leaning so deeply into this work and trying to uncover all of the hidden things that have been holding me back. And it's like, now I'm finding them, and now I need to be able to receive and accept the fruit of that. That's kind of the realization that I have had and kind of where I'm at. So anyway, yeah, it's been a lot, and I am tired. The sinus stuff and the deep work both are kind of taking it out of me. But I will say, one of my bits of homework from therapy, because she likes to give me homework sometimes, was to solidify what my thing is as far as coaching, because I know that I need to start offering alignment coaching, and I need to get to where I am solid on what I do, what my focus is on, you know, and what my ideal client is, so that I can begin to move forward with that. So that kind of came up a bit. And so last night I sat down and basically outlined a lot of stuff, like what my focus will be, what my pricing will be, what I will offer. It's a long page in Notion. It was a lot, and it just kind of poured out of me last night. So I was like, okay, so the block on this is gone. What does that mean? Am I making progress? I think I am. Oh, hi, Desi. You are just determined to interrupt this video, aren't you? She's like, I have to be involved. I have to be included. Big yawn. Hi. Oh my goodness. Big stretch. Big stretch. Big stretch. This is so hard to do with the camera like that. There we go. Twinkle toes. Ow. Don't hit my glasses. Don't hit my glasses. She's like, okay, sorry, Mom. What a week. And it started as me like, okay, he's working on the house. I don't want to try to be vlogging because he was hammering all throughout the day. Like, okay, I'll wait and vlog on Tuesday. And then I find out Monday night that he was going to be doing it all day Tuesday too, because he was off work. And sure enough, it was even louder on Tuesday. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, every few minutes, I would not have been able to vlog. So like, this is stressing me. I'm just not even going to try. And then yesterday, with all of that deep work and stuff, I just forgot. I was just like, wait, I didn't vlog today. I was like, oh, you know, like at bedtime. I was like, oh man. So yeah. And then I almost did that today too. You know, it is what it is. I have had such a huge amount of glimmers from getting back into Animal Crossing, and I revived my Instagram on there. So I've been posting my fall island, and it has been so nice to reconnect with old friends, meet new ones. Like, I'm just so, I'm so enjoying getting back into it. It's been so fun to post things and share and actually have people like liking and commenting and sharing and like interacting with me on Instagram. Like, I feel like for so long I have put up content on my various accounts just to see what, you know, and it's like nothing, crickets. So it's just, I remembered, it's like I rediscovered how much I enjoyed posting on Instagram back in the day. Okay, I had to kill a bug in the window, so now my glasses are dark. It's like, everything is against me trying to record right now. I was going to go ahead and share with you what I've been thinking about the sprint, but I'm feeling a little bit too scatterbrained right now. So I think I want to kind of let everything settle, do my meditation, journaling, anything that I need to do, and maybe like do brain dump or make some notes and kind of let everything solidify a little bit. So that way when I'm talking, it's like not so confusing and like all over the place. So I'm going to go do that, and I will check back in a little bit later. Okay, so I finished my meditation, did some journaling, and then immediately, as soon as I felt like I was kind of done with like that headspace, I was like, okay, we're hopping into Notion. So I pulled up my original things to do before 2026 Notion page and put the existing stuff for the 3 areas into a toggle called original plan, and then put it at the bottom of the page. And then I made a call out box with big text at the top saying new plan. And then the subtext is do as much as I can to finish 2025 well, start new things, finish old ones. Because I realize it's not just about starting new things that have been weighing on me, things that I was like, man, I need to do this. It's also about finishing things that I don't want to carry with me into the next year, especially considering I need to get out on my own and move early next year, if not sooner. Who knows? I don't see how it's possible from where I'm sitting right now that I'd be able to move before the end of the year. But you know what? Stuff happens, and I'm not going to limit the universe. So on this page, I have 2 columns. One is to start, the other is to finish. And I have included the things from the original 3. So building my email list for Kindred and Kind, launching Cozy Maid, and finishing Projects on Fire Draft 1. So those are on this list. So in the to start column, I have build the email list, launch Cozy Maid. Those are both checked off. But then I also have start coaching, begin running ads, and start streaming weekly, which that's something I've kind of already sort of been doing, like the last few weeks. So I'm not going to force myself to have like a set schedule. It's just going to be kind of like whenever I can. But the idea is to stream more consistently, so like on a weekly basis, because I really, really enjoy it. And especially with the Animal Crossing update in January, I have like motivation to do it, and like there's just so much excitement there, and with the community reviving. So that's what I have right now on the to start column. And then in to finish, complete the courses I've started. So any courses that I have begun and haven't actually followed through on, need to finish those. So the 9 Grid one, the ads one, Hersoft Digital Empire, like those 3 are the main ones. And then I did keep Projects on Fire, like I said. I'm still iffy, especially considering all of these other things that I'm about to list to you. I'm probably going to move it to the bottom of the list, as much as I hate to do that, but we're going to see how it goes. Then next I have finished my partner's cardigan. I started this in fall of 2019, I believe. And it's time. 6 years. Most of my relationship with my partner, I have been working on this cardigan. And I asked him if he still wanted it, given the fact that we were going to be breaking up. And he said yes. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to finish it. And that was a year ago. So this needs to be done. Then there are a couple things that I don't really want to go into on here. They're more personal. And then finish decluttering my stuff. So sell what I can, donate the rest. I don't want to be really like picky on trying to get the most money that I can, even though right now it would be very helpful to make as much as I can. I just want to let go of things, like just be like, offload. Basically sell as much stuff on Mercari as I can. Then at the end of the year, whatever is left, just donate. Now, as I'm saying that, in the back of my mind, I'm going, except for the really, really expensive stuff, there are a few things that I might keep that are very high ticket value that I would probably just hold on to at least until I move, or things that wouldn't necessarily. I've never seen anybody donate perfume, for example. Like I have some old unopened bottles of Taylor Swift perfume. Like, do you donate that? I don't think so. Like, I seriously doubt that would not sell when I list it because of how hyped up Taylor Swift is right now. So I'm hoping that there are some girlies out there looking for it for Christmas and those will sell. But like, that kind of thing. But anyway, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, just to have it to where my belongings are no longer stressing me out, and that everything that I'm keeping, I'm going to make a place for in the future. So, there are certain things like my grandfather's French horn. I am keeping that because there's going to be a day in my beautiful modern home that I'm going to have a music room. I'm going to have a grand piano. I want to be able to have my violin, my flute, I think I still have my flute somewhere, and put his French horn on display. So that kind of thing. But other than that, you know, the things that I need, and then the things that I know that I want to make room for in my future life, everything else needs to go. Everything else needs to go. I do not need to carry it with me. So yeah, that is where I'm at. I wish I could show you the full list, because it's I'm really hoping that this isn't just like an energy high and then I'm going to crash and be overwhelmed and not get any of this done. Like, I'm really hoping that I am turning a corner in this. Even if I'm not, even if I do end up crashing and feeling overwhelmed, like, I can still work on these things and get as much done as I can. Like, I don't want to pressure myself to get everything done. That is ideal. In a perfect world, when I have energy and brain power and I can do that, like, yes, but some of these things, they need to take a backseat to making income so I can get out on my own. So there are going to be days where I have to prioritize, okay, I have this many spoons. What do I need to prioritize? And I'm not really very good at that with ADHD. It's a little bit difficult, but I'm working on it and I'm learning. So anyway, that is that. I am very, very hungry, so I'm going to go make some lunch and kind of let everything settle down in my brain. And then we'll see what ends up calling out to me to work on this afternoon. So anyway, I'll check in later. Okay, so this evening has not gone at all how I thought it would. After I talked to you guys earlier, I ended up listing some things on Mercari, got a few sales, got them ready to go to the UPS store this evening when we went out on errands. So yay, very exciting. And then I kind of worked on notes on coaching, kind of trying to come up with a game plan there, did some research. What else? I can't remember what else I ended up doing, but I did quite a few things. All of that has kind of been overshadowed though, because my partner and I got into a spat as we were getting home from errands. The TLDR version is that he wanted to put responsibility for something that he should be doing on me, and I refused. I stood my ground, did not let him guilt me into it, which I have in the past, and no more. So yeah, it didn't go well. But this time I was aware of what he was trying to do, and I stuck with my gut feeling, which was, no, I'm not doing this. And that resulted in him saying I was being some things that I won't repeat. So that led me to become very introspective and lean in to see what I can learn from this, because I don't want to repeat. I felt the need to identify the triggers and also, in doing so, come up with a strategy for how to handle those situations in the future. So like some kind of defensive maneuver or something that I can do to just completely diffuse these volatile situations before they dissolve into me yelling to try to be heard and him not listening. So I journaled a lot. I listed out the triggers from this evening, just from this conversation. There were quite a few. And then I was like, I need to look up narcissism. And that led me to an article talking about the difference between narcissistic personality disorder and narcissistic tendencies. Fascinating stuff. But I mean, you guys know that I'm a mental health / neuroscience nerd, so it should be no surprise that I totally rabbit holed. So because my partner does not have an official diagnosis for NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, the respectful way to speak of this would be that he has narcissistic tendencies, which I do believe is true. I don't believe that he fits all of the criteria for NPD. So at the least, he has tendencies. And that led me down a rabbit hole to an adjacent thing that has a lot of overlap with NPD/tendencies, and it's called Peter Pan syndrome, which for years I have been saying, my partner is a freaking Peter Pan. Like, I didn't know when I said that was an actual syndrome. It's not like a psychologically diagnosable syndrome, but it is a term. And furthermore, there is Wendy syndrome, which fits me to a T. I just sat here laughing when I found that article. I'm just devouring it, like speed reading it. I'm like, this is him, this is him, this is him. Oh my gosh, this is actually real. Get to the Wendy syndrome part. That's me, that's me, that's me. Oh my God. This is, because I have felt like I was Wendy to Peter Pan. Like, oh my God. Then that led me to read about other personality disorders, blah, 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 like all this stuff. And then I came across the term gray rock method, which is basically, the idea is when someone's coming at you with triggers and like all these things, and they're, being volatile, they're being offensive, you basically turn into a gray rock. You use yes and no responses. You stay very unemotional on the outside and don't give them the rise that they're looking for. The way that they explained it in the article was, don't feed the trolls. By the way, I can link all these articles in the description if you're interested. They're from Cleveland Health. But oh my gosh, I was like, having that in my back pocket is gold, because I was like, okay, I need to list out my triggers and start working on them. And then hopefully by the time this happens again, I will be able to recognize when they happen and shut things down. Because of course, the whole time I'm thinking, the person I am becoming, my highest self, would have nipped this in the bud the first or second time he did not listen when I said no. And she would have said, I don't think you heard me. I said no. I am not engaging in this conversation anymore. And that would have been it. Hindsight is 2020. And I'm so proud of myself for realizing that I had those triggers and identifying them. And I'm going to be working on expanding beyond them. But the gray rock method will enable me to, no matter what my mental state is, whether I'm hormonal, overly emotional, brain fog, executive function is offline, it doesn't matter. I can use that method to shut things down, no matter what the trigger is. It doesn't matter. As soon as he or anyone else disrespects me, ignores when I say no, ignores my boundaries, gaslights, anything like that, any toxic behavior, I can say, I'm not having this conversation with you. Then they listed a couple others, canned responses. And I was like, oh my God. Because that enables me to take the reins, take the power from them with the toxic stuff, and say, no, I'm not engaging with this. Whew. I feel like my brain is just on fire right now. It's crazy. Oh man. Yeah. So anyway, that was my evening. I'm all dressed to take Desi out and realized I hadn't checked in. But I'm going to take her out and enjoy the supermoon lighting up the back lawn for a few minutes. I'm going to come in, get my Switch, get my water, maybe get a snack, and settle in. I've got a meeting with a friend/client in the morning, so I got to be up early, and I just need to what's up? I got into the first coziness test for a new game by Hoyoverse called Petit Planet. So excited. It's on iOS, so I can lie in bed and play. So I'm going to try that, see what I think about the beta. Listen to a YouTube video and just zone out. Just let all of this work that I did this evening, I probably journaled like 10 pages easy. I was just furiously scribbling down everything that just kind of came to mind. And I feel like that was a lot of deep work, and I need to let it sink in. So I'm just going to let my subconscious keep puzzling it through, keep absorbing, keep integrating the awareness that I built through all of that. So, what a day. What a week. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm going to be awake enough in the morning to check in before I go to the coffee shop. So I'll probably check in after with a report on how it went. And we'll see where Friday takes me. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, it is almost dinner time, and I realized that I never picked up my camera earlier. I basically got up, had some snuggle time with Desi after breakfast, and then I got ready and went to a cafe and had my meeting and got the project scheduled for 2 weeks out and discussed everything, and I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good. And also started planning with another client for her project as well. So it's been a busy day. And then I had to come back because I got those other Mercari orders, and so I had to get those packaged up. I just got back from dropping those off. But while I was feeling energetic from my meeting, I pulled out some more stuff and listed more stuff on Mercari. So it's been a busy day. Also, when I got back, I took like about an hour to kind of solidify everything for the project. So, going back through my notes from the meeting and then putting together a project overview, getting the Slack channel for it set up, sending my client her to-do list, like things to have done before the project start date and all that. So that took about an hour. And then I had some lunch, watched YouTube and snuggled Desi, and then went over to UPS and just got back. So that was kind of my afternoon. So, poster pup. Are you looking at the camera again? You were. You look like it. So that's why Desi's being extra. Because she's like, Mom, you just got back. Don't talk to the camera. Give me kisses. So anyway, I also realized that I need to get this vlog edited and ready to go up tomorrow, since I'm posting on Saturdays now instead of Sundays. It's going to be a short one because it was only Thursday, Friday, but still, I don't want to be up until 2 a.m. like I was again last week. So anyway, I just wanted to hop in and give a little update. I'm actually going to go shower so that I can put some comfy clothes on. And also I've been running around digging through boxes, so my face is kind of sticky and kind of my eyes are itchy from the dust. And I don't know what the plan is for dinner. I still haven't really talked to my partner after our fight last night, so I have no idea what to expect. I'm assuming that I'll be doing dinner solo, so probably some chicken and sweet potato fries. Sounds good. And playing more Petite Planet while the Coziness beta is open. So, and Animal Crossing, of course. So, anyway, apologies for such a weird, short, mini sprint vlog. I am going to be enjoying a slow weekend and probably doing more meditation and journaling, honestly, and really internalizing the things that I've been discovering and learning. So thank you for hanging out with me. Hopefully the weekend is good for you too. Fingers crossed that we all have a nice weekend with pretty fall weather. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay cozy.